Hey guys, so today we're making a copycat Popeyes chicken sandwich. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let's get started with the recipe. I'm going to start by marinating the chicken. So I'm going in with 2 cups of buttermilk, and then I am going to add in about 1/2 of a cup of hot sauce. So I only had 1/3 of a cup left in my bottle, but I would say add about 1/2 a cup. And then you're just going to stir that together. And now I'm just adding in some seasonings. You can choose whatever seasonings you want. Just make sure your food is not bland, people. No bland food over here. Now you're just going to cover your chicken and let it marinate in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. I am going to be making some seasoned fries with my chicken sandwich. It ain't going to taste like Popeyes, but it's going to be good. So I am cutting up about 3 or 4 potatoes. And you want to be careful as you're slicing your potatoes. Please do not cut your fingers off. But I'm just going to cut these potatoes. You can cut them into whatever size you want. And then I am just going to rinse them off and rinse until the water comes clean to get that starch off of it. And then we're going to put it to the side because we're going to make like a batter for the fries. Make sure you dry your potatoes on a clean dish towel, or you can use paper towels, but just make sure you get the excess water out of them because since we are frying these in oil, you do not want your oil splattering everywhere. So now I am going to make the seasoning mix that's gonna go with our chicken and our fries. So I did get this recipe from another YouTuber named Lizzie Lou Food. She makes some really good food, guys, and all of her stuff is made from scratch. And so I got the seasoning recipe from her. I think it is missing maybe 1 or 2 ingredients, but the only thing that I would have done differently is added less cumin. And so her recipe called for 1 tablespoon of ground cumin. But to me, cumin has a really strong flavor, and so I would have probably cut that in half. But other than that, I thought it was pretty good, guys. And so I will link the ingredients down in the description box below. And so you're just going to stir all of those seasonings together. And this is going to go, half is going to go in our flour for our chicken, and then the other half is going to go in the batter for our fries. And so this is me pouring half of that into some all-purpose flour so that we can bread our chicken. I forgot to add 1/2 of a cup of cornstarch to the flour mixture, but it actually turned out okay and crispy without it. And so now I am just adding in a couple of tablespoons of that buttermilk from our chicken, and this is going to help to create some of those, you know, little bits that you get on Popeyes chicken, those really crunchy bits. And so you're going to drain off the excess buttermilk, and then you are going to coat your chicken with the flour mixture, and make sure you coat it really well because we want our chicken to be nice and crispy. So you're gonna let this sit to the side for about 15 to 20 minutes just so that flour can adhere to the chicken, and it reduces the chances of your batter, your flour falling off of your chicken as you fry it. And so now I am making the batter for the fries, and so I poured the other half of the seasoning into some flour, and this is maybe about 1 cup or 2 cups of flour. You won't need that much. I had tons left over, and so I don't know how much water I use, but I would start with maybe a cup of water and stir it. And you want the consistency to be a little bit loose, so that the batter isn't really heavy on your fries. And so slightly watery, but not too watery, if that makes sense. And so start with a cup of water and then gradually add more if you need it. So you're going to preheat your oil to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I am putting in my chicken. Make sure you use fresh grease. My grease was fresh earlier that day, but I had fried some chicken separate for my kids, and then I was too lazy and did not, strain it. And so I feel like some of the bits browned a little bit too much for my liking, but it was still delicious and crispy. But I suggest using fresh grease. I'm using vegetable oil to fry my chicken, and I let it fry for about 5 to 6 minutes on each side. And now I am cooking my fries, and so you want to make sure you drain off the excess batter off of the fries, and it will clump together, so you will have to kind of separate those fries and be gentle with them. But these fries came out really crispy, guys. I was really surprised. I've never fried French fries in like a batter, but this made the French fries really, really crunchy. And so you're just gonna fry those until they are golden brown. And that's pretty much it, you guys. This was super fun to make, super delicious. This is my version of a copycat of Popeyes chicken. Not exactly like Popeyes, but they were pretty damn good. And so I did mix some spicy mayo. I just mixed some mayo with some sriracha, or if you have hot sauce, you can use hot sauce. And those homemade pickles, I will link my homemade pickles down in the description box below. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy.